the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
56.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You get blocked, me. You get
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now Rodgers. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Switch up, switch up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Look at me. Go. Go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Go. Please dribble.
Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Get that ball, Dean. Get that ball. 56.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, Wynn. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Jones off the play fake. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on first down. Win. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, Wynn. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing Jones. And that's caught by Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Let's go, Honey. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
51, Mike 51.
Hey, Charlie.
I got you, son. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Smooth.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I got you, punk.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
On the ball. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50.
Operating from the gun. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Hurd. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down and goal.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. John Ross, 69 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt. Pushes him over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10.
Let's go, defense.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Get it.
On first down, Hurd. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Wynn. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
General West.
Now Jones, off play action. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Throwing on first down. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Jones now, throwing again. And off the deflection, it's caught. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. It's caught. Lockett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Back to throw. Jones. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
Doesn't help indeed. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second down, 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
36, 6-6, pull it high. Under 10, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's complete to Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll run on first down. Hurd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's where you belong.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The throw right sideline here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the toss play, Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it cost him.